Hey guys, in this video we're going to start to create our WordPress theme from the HTML that we created in the last video. So I have a default WordPress installation here, haven't added or changed anything. And what we're going to do is first add the project to Sublime Text. Okay, so I have it in a folder called WordPress 3P. Okay, that's where my installation is. And then we're going to go to themes, and then we're going to create a new folder here called WPNews. Okay, and we need two files to be able to activate the theme. We need index.php and we need style.css. For style CSS, we're going to add the comment block, and we're going to specify the theme name, which will be WP News, the author, URI, oops, it needs to be a link. Okay, then we'll do the description. Okay, so description will say news theme for WordPress. And then the version will just be 1.0. Okay, so now we should be able to activate the theme. Let's go to the back end, go to Appearance, Themes, and you can see we have WP News. Now I do have a screenshot that I want to add as well. You should have this in your images folder. Let's see, themes, WP News. So we're going to paste that in and reload. Now we have a screenshot. So let's go ahead and activate it. If we go on the front end now, reload, we get a blank page. Alright, so let's go back to our Sublime Text. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up our index.php, and we're going to copy and paste everything that we have inside the HTML. Okay, so let's open up the index HTML that we created in the last video, and we're just going to copy all of that and then paste that in index.php. Okay, so if we save that and go back to the front end, we can see everything, but it's all just static content. Okay, nothing here is coming from WordPress. So let's start making it dynamic. We're going to go to our HTML tag, replace this lang attribute and make it dynamic using PHP language attributes. Alright, and then in the head area for the char set, let's replace that with PHP blog info and then char set. Alright, for the title, we're going to get rid of that, and I'm going to paste this in. So we've used this before. We're using the site name, and then we're going to display the page title. If it's the front page, then we're going to display this blog info description. If it's not, then we're going to display whatever the title of the page. Alright, so let's save that, and if you look up in the top here, now we have the site name, which I have as WP News, and then the description, which is just another WordPress site. Alright, this stuff we can leave. Now we want to go down to, actually, you know what, one more thing, we want to make sure we include the style sheet, the style CSS. So right here we're going to say, actually we need a link tag, and we'll say rel style sheet, and let's set this to PHP blog info, and then pass in style sheet underscore URL. Okay, so that should do it. Now if we go down to where we have our header, let's replace this static WP News with blog info name. Okay, we want to do the same thing with the description, which we have in our small tags. So I'll change that to description. Okay, we'll take a look, and there we go. So now let's take care of the menu. We're going to have to create a new file called functions.php. And we're going to open up some PHP tags, and we're going to create a function for theme support. So we'll call it WP News underscore theme support. And we just want to register our nav menus. So register nav menus, and that's going to take in an array with the different menus. So primary, menu. Okay, so in order for this to run, we have to put in an add action, and the hook that we want is after setup theme, and then we just want our function, which is WP News theme support. Alright, so let's save it and then go back into index, and then we're going to replace this whole UL with a function called WP nav menu. Alright, and this is going to take in an array. And we want to specify the theme location, which is going to be primary. And then we also want to specify a menu class, okay, because we had a class attached to the UL that we just deleted. So that's going to be menu, horizontal, and black. Okay, so that should do it. Let's go ahead and save it. And if we go to our front end, we get this sample page link. Now, it doesn't look like the classes is working. Let me take a look. Okay, so see how the UL has no class. Okay, you know what? It might be because we haven't actually assigned it to the primary spot. So let's go and reload. You should now have a menus option under appearance. So we're going to say create menu. Call it main menu. And let's see, down here under theme locations, you want to choose primary and then save. Okay, if we go back, reload. Okay, so now it's in effect. It was just because we didn't actually assign it to primary. So let's create a couple pages just to kind of fill out the menu. Alright, so we'll have an about page, and I'm just going to grab some content real quick. Okay, so about, we'll say services, and let's create a page called press release. Okay, we can add those to the menu now. Save. And there we go. So now we have our menu. And the last thing I want to do here is break up our index into the header and footer files. So let's create a new file and save it as header.php, and then another file called footer.php. Alright, and then in the index page we're going to grab from the very top down to where the last header tag is. Okay, so we're going to cut that and we're going to replace it with php get header. Okay, and then we're going to paste what we have in the header file. Okay, now back in the index page, let's go from the very bottom and actually all we need is the ending. You know what, let's just take the body and the HTML tag and we'll put in get footer. Okay, we'll go put that in the footer file and everything should still look the exact same. Good. Alright, so in the next video we're going to start to work on the WordPress loop so we can grab posts. Obviously we're going to have to create some posts as well. So I will see you in the next video.